Meet my D. Hey, my Legion. Hey, my Legion. How y'all doing today? Now, usually, I was supposed to hang out with my buddy John, and then he ended up canceling because I have a cold. He didn't want to get sick. I don't blame him. Um, and we were supposed to play D&D today, and he dropped off the D&D stuff that he had, and I played Roll20 for the first time here, and then John played, and then Dan was a dungeon master on South Dakota, and then we had another player join. But the first time we actually had 5 players all together, and it was a fun time. I got a video about that, and we'll hang out next week and we'll probably do Dungeons and Dragons again. But I mean, I missed when we ended. I missed the first 19 minutes of Saturday Night Live. I went back after I watched the show. I went back on YouTube and watched the missing skits I did. Now tonight's Saturday Night Live review was Harry Styles hosted, and he actually did double duty. He was also the host and also the musical guest. And the first thing on Saturday Night Live was cold opening called Days of Our Impeachment. They were talking about the American public were bored, and they tried to make it into a soap opera like Days of Our Lives called Days of Our Impeachment. It reminded me kind of the days of the week on SNL. I mean, not on SNL, but on SCTV when they had that courtroom trial. Now, that was funny. This one was only... the only thing that was funny was they said a thing that girl was it said Trump sent a text, and then a girl in the back goes, send a text, and she fainted like that. That's the only, she did 3 times. That was the only thing that was really funny in there. I think it went on way too long. It was kind of lame. I give it a 2 out of 10. Next was a monologue, and it was okay. A 2 out of 10. It didn't do anything for me. Next was Lunch Run. Well, Harry Styles played. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't anything special, the monologue. Next was Lunch Run, and it was about an intern from another country. England, I think. And I think he said England. Going to Popeyes to get a chicken sandwich. I mean, that was the intern for this one company. And then a bunch of people told him not to go because it's kind of dangerous. Because he wanted to go there and get 15 chicken sandwiches, and they said it's pretty too dangerous to do that. It was okay. I give that 2 out of 10. Next was something called Jones Song. Now it was a music video, but this I actually really liked. About a girl who lives alone now, and I guess her boyfriend dumped her, and she got a new boyfriend, and there was a dog. Yeah, I think it hit a nerve with people who live alone, who have the pet, and they get very close to their pet. You might call them, you're not having sex with your pet, but you can call a boy or girlfriend. Like when Maggie ran away, I said, Maggie, why'd you run away? I thought you were my girlfriend. You know what I mean? But I don't mean it in a bad way. Or I'm having sex. I'm not having sex with my cat. Or you're having sex with an animal. I mean, it's just it was. And then, I mean, the song was funny. And then she said, I wish I could envision you talking as a regular person. And the dog came Harry Styles. And it was really funny the whole way through. And then it was kind of sweet in its own way, too. I really liked that skit. That was really good. I give that a 10 out of 10. I thought it was brilliant. I mean, it's funny and sweet. I mean, I think a lot of people who are pet lovers, it hits a nerve with them. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way, but in a good way. Next was birth, a childbirth class. It was with this foreign couple. It was okay. I thought the writing was all right. One that funny. I give it a 2.5 out of 10. Next was a plain talk thing where guys, 2 pilots were talking dirty, and I knew that they didn't shut the intercom off and the people on the plane could hear them. I predicted that, and the guy said, you need to change your subject matter. And they kept saying inappropriate things. Dirtier about either filthier about the state of the plane or whatever. It was okay. 2.5 out of 10. Next was something called That's the Game. And it was about this guy who wants to take over this drug operation from the Kenan Thompson character. And then I found out he didn't. I thought maybe he was a narc or something like that. But he kept asking questions. He didn't know what the heck he was doing. as far as selling drugs and what they were worth and stuff like that, and then how to use a gun and stuff. That actually was funny. I give that a 6 out of 10 because it got. I mean, it wasn't hilarious, but it got funnier as it went along, and I thought it was neat. I thought it was different. I liked that. Uh, Next was the first song by Harry Styles. It was a nice enough song, but it didn't really do anything for me. I give it a 3.5 out of 10. Next was Weekend Update, and it was decent. They had Kate McKinnon doing Jeff Sessions, which was always funny. And then at the end, I thought it was really cool. They had talked about Dean Foods going bankrupt because I just did a story about that in a video like Friday night. I did a story about that, which I thought that was really cool. They did a thing about that, and the guy on there was pretty funny. I give that a 5.5 out of 10. Next was Sarah Lee and the Boy News Delivery People or something like that. It was okay. I mean, it's supposed to be like a thing like Newsy and stuff, but they're real young when they first started, and then they have like an anniversary when they get older, and then they get older like in the 50s, and they're like about 40 or 50 or whatever. It was okay. They put a lot of effort into the performance and stuff, but I mean, I'd give it a 2.5 out of 10. It was already all right. Next was another Harry Styles song. I thought this one rocked a little bit more. I liked it a little bit better. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. And last but not least, they had like sometimes the last skits are some of the best skits. And this one was like a funeral for this old lady, where they had like these, what they call funeral DJs called the Cemetery Twins or something like that. It was okay. I mean, it looked like something Living Color would do, but Living Color would do a lot funnier. It was only all right. I give it a 2.5 out of 10. So overall, I mean, it was an all right show. Um, but I mean, nothing. I mean, except for Jones' song, nothing really blew me away. Overall, I give it a. I wonder, good. Probably a 6 out of 10 for the whole show, and that was only because of a couple of things. But aside from that, it was all right. So I hope you like this video. Harry Styles hosting Saturday Night Live, pulling double duty. So I hope you like this video, buddy. Till next time, please take care, my legion. Usually, if I don't hang out with John, I usually try to do a Saturday Night Live review. And this one's coming out a little bit later because I missed the first 3.5 things. I want to watch them on YouTube before giving a full review. So I hope you like this review, everybody. Till next time, please take care, my legion.